Hello and welcome to Startup Hack. Today we are going to talk about Web API versioning in .NET Core. So let's jump right in. Make sure to check out the link down below because we always provide the code samples that you can pull down and follow along so you can see in our project. Alright, let's start with creating a ASP.NET Web API project. After that, we will be installing ASP.Versioning.Mvc.ApiExplorer and NuGet package from the NuGet package manager. So I'm going to install this. Now set up your project in the root project at the following folders and classes. We will be using files to configure Swagger and the version library. I have added modules and in which I have added Swagger and I have added configure Swagger option.cs, also in Swagger Extension.cs, and in versioning folder VersioningExtensions.cs. Do you want to earn $100,000 a year? Do you want to become a software developer within just 3 months? With our amazing course and awesome tutors, you never have to worry about getting stuck. We help students to learn skills that companies want to hire. We are Startup Hack. Don't forget to subscribe our channel. So let's get started. Okay, now let's start with configuring configure Swagger option.cs class. This class will inherit from the iConfigure options interface, passing Swagger gen options as a type. Now add a global variable of type iAPI version description provider and a constructor. After that, add a configure method to add a Swagger document for each API version. So here's your configure method. After that, add the create info for API version method. So here you can see the create info API version method. Right, navigate to SwaggerExtensions.cs and perform the basic configuration for dependency injection. So here's example. Return to program.cs file and add the dependency injection for add Swagger. So here's example. Now moving towards versioning option, VersioningExtension.cs should appear like this. In the AddAPI versioning method, we specify the type of versioning we want to use. So here's example. You have to add this add versioning in your program.cs file as well. Alright, let's start with header versioning. So for header versioning, we utilize the HTTP request header values to pass the API versioning. So in VersioningExtension.cs class, where o.API version reader, we have added new header API version reader, and when I run this application, you can see I have added 1.0 and execute this API. So as you can see, the version is added in the header already. Next type of versioning is query string versioning. With this type of versioning, we override the default query string API version and set it as a version. So I have added this new query string API version reader in the version.extensions.cs. So I'm going to run this application and let's see. Okay, now when I added the version 1.0 over here, you can see it is added already in the query string. Last type of versioning is URL versioning. Using the URL segment API version reader signifies that we will send the version in a specific part of the URI segment. So I have added this in the URL segment API version reader over VersioningExtensions.cs class. After that, in the controller, I have added the whole URI over here and also added the API version over here. So let's see when we run this application what it will look like. So when I run this API in the Swagger, so you can see API supported versions are written over here and it's 1.0 in the response headers. So thank you for watching this video. We have covered the 3 common methods for handling API versioning. I hope you find this information helpful. So don't forget to subscribe our channel and hit the bell icon for latest updates. To joining our course, you can simply go to our website called startuphack.com. Thank you.